Hi everyone, it's Catherine here and I am bringing you your exclusive sleep tip for this month. So you'll see from your email this month is all about relationships and how to keep the spark alive, but also how good sleep can impact on your relationship as well. So one of the biggest challenges I had, or we had, in terms of working with a sleep consultant was the fact that my husband didn't fully understand why we needed one. And the reason for this is because he wasn't the one that was constantly up through the night. He would go to work and almost work would be a break from everything that's happening at home. I was the one that was battling with no naps. I was the one that was awake most of all through the night. And that's not because he didn't want to, but he just didn't hear our son. So it was me, the motherly instinct. I was the one who was severely sleep deprived. So when we spoke, or I approached him about working with a sleep consultant, this is obviously before I became one, that it was quite tricky because he wasn't experiencing that challenge, that problem. He didn't see the need in employing one because the sleep deprivation wasn't affecting him as much, although it was affecting him in different ways. As you can imagine, I wasn't the most understanding about this. I was enraged, frustrated. I was too tired to argue. I was almost ready to give up, to be honest. However, what I did was speak to him and used certain questions to help him understand, and also to understand where he was with the lack of sleep as well. So today I'm going to share with you some questions that you can ask your other half if you're struggling with getting them on board with hiring a sleep consultant, so that you can finally resolve your family sleep challenges. My first tip would be to be understanding. So your partner has difficulties and challenges in different sense to you do. So although he's not up through the night, one example is that you may be feeling low or anxious or resentful or angry that he's not up. So he has to live with you feeling like that every day. So that's a challenge in itself. But however, I've been that parent that's been up all night, and it's so easy to feel like that because you feel like you're the one that's doing all the hard work. But by being understanding about what your partner is going through, it's going to help him get on board with what you're essentially wanting to do, and that's hire a sleep consultant to help you and your family. Number two would be empathetic to his needs. So ask him, okay, so this sleep deprivation, you're not experiencing it, but I am. But how is it affecting you? How is the lack of sleep affecting you, and what do you find hard about it? And be really open. Number three, be really open about your feelings. So explain when you're calm, when you're not feeling resentful, when you're not feeling angry. Sit down and explain exactly what it's like being up all night, and the impact that has on your days as well. Then ask him, what's the absolute worst that can happen if we hired a sleep consultant? What's the worst that can happen? And then, he'll tell you how he's feeling with that. And then you could ask, what's the absolute best that could happen if we hired a sleep consultant? And then by asking those questions, he's going to tell you what the worst situation is. Most guys, for us, for example, my husband would be funding the sleep consultant. So the worst thing was that it wouldn't work and it would be a waste of money. But the best would have been for me to be in a happier place, for us to be in a happier place, for my health to be better, for Oliver to be happier, all these sort of things. And by asking him those questions, it gives him a chance to evaluate what the worst and best situation is as well. And lastly, just say, once you've gone through those questions and explored those, just imagine if all of us were sleeping through, how much of a difference would that make to our lives right now? So they're my tips. If you're thinking that you need to reach out for help, but your partner's not fully on board, but resolving the sleep challenges is going to impact on you feeling happier, you feeling less resentful, you feeling healthier, and just enjoying parenting life, as well as being able to get back to spinning multiple plates of work if you're going back to work, or your business, and just doing everything that you need to do to be happy and healthy. So I hope that helps, and I wish you best of luck talking to your partner.